Welcome, seekers. You have made it to the Tarot Magicians channel. My name is Ricky Gayart, and today I bring you another pick a card tarot reading. Now, for this pick a card, we are going to talk about something I feel very important. This is a very important pick a card. This is an urgent message from Spirit. So Spirit wants to speak to you, and this is just going to be, just general advice and direction. This reading will seek to expose shadows and how to vanquish them. Also, it's going to tell you what is coming in your life. All right. So towards the end of the reading, Spirit also is going to give you a key that will unlock a very important door in your life. That key will come through the Wisdom Keeper's Oracle deck, and we'll talk a little bit more about that when we get into the reading. Now, before we get started, don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, Seekers. I have an Etsy shop, and in that Etsy shop, you're going to find a host of different items, but more importantly, I offer private readings there at a very discounted rate. So far, I've got an incredible demand for it, and the feedback has been great. I've got a 5-star rating on these readings, so go ahead and check it out. I want to work one-on-one with you if you're interested. The link is down below in the description. Okay, Seekers, so today I bring you 3 groups. Group number 1, group number 2, and group number 3. I'm going to give you a moment for you to select the group that calls your attention the most, the stone that calls your attention the most, and I am going to include the timestamps in the description so you can fast forward to your group. Welcome, group number 1. Welcome. So, in today's pick a card reading, we have an urgent message from Spirit to you. Okay. So, in front of you, we have a card from the Karma Angels Oracle deck. And let's see what Karma Angel Spirit sent to talk to you today. Ooh. So, the angel that Spirit sent to you today is Elamaya. Okay, Elamaya, number 19. Now, this is the angel of regeneration and renewal. Okay, this is an angel who is strongly associated with water and just all that water symbolizes: healing, flowing, and freely giving. This angel supports positive change through challenging experiences. So, you are being asked to take a risk with your heart and be generous at this time, and you will be protected and rewarded for your offerings. All right, so that's a challenge, right? The challenge is going to be giving without expectation of return, and the lesson that you will acquire from this is life is a constant flow of possibility. So Spirit wants you to give something, group number 1. Spirit is asking you to give more of yourself in a situation. And if you are able to do that, you're going to be able to reap the rewards later on. Spirit is going to provide you with something important. So let's take a look. Let's see exactly what what this is, what this reward is, exactly what Spirit is trying to manifest in your life, and exactly what is it that you need to do in order to be able to just reap this reward. Let's take a look. We're going to start with the Art Nouveau Tarot deck, and then we'll work our way through the other decks. Spirit, talk to us. All right, interesting cards here. So, very interesting cards. All right. So you've got here the Lover's card. Upright. You've got the 8 of Swords upright. You've got the Knight of Wands upright. The Justice card reversed, and then you've also got the Wheel of Fortune upright. Interesting spread. So you've got 3 major arcanas. You're being asked from Spirit to have a different approach when it comes to people, when it comes to maybe someone. There's definitely a person who perhaps they've been treated badly from you. Maybe you've been mistreating them in some way. This is a young person, young energy. This is the Page of Wands. It almost feels like they want to help in some way, or maybe they want to be a part of your life, or whatever the case is with this person. They want to give more to you, maybe even help you. I see that a lot of you are feeling a bit trapped or down or upset for some reason. You are this Eight of Swords, right? So you're being asked to take a different approach when it comes to this. You're being asked by Spirit to simply do the right thing when it comes to this relationship, to provide more, to be more. I feel that Spirit is telling you that there's going to be, for some of you, it's that. For some of you, it's important for you to start treating people differently. It's important for you to start loving people more and seeing the goodness in people. All right. And that will lead you towards this Wheel of Fortune. It'll lead you towards being able to obtain more. A lot of you have been very unjust, which is why you have the Justice card reversed. You know, you've been very, maybe even cruel with people for some reason. And, you know, you're being asked to change that about yourself. You're being asked to take on a different approach, to see things differently, you know, to attack certain situations from a different angle, especially when it comes to loving people, appreciating people. And now, for others, there's a deeper message here of what is coming. And what is coming, if you're able to love more, if you're able to give more, if you're able to genuinely say, look, I really care for you and I care for your well-being, you will attract that love into your life. So it's like Spirit is pretty much telling you, listen, if you heal, if you love, then you will receive healing and you will receive love. Right now, you're not providing any of that. There's a lot of darkness maybe in what you're doing. Maybe there's a little cynicism. Maybe you're talking badly behind this person's back. Maybe you are belittling people. Maybe you are on social media saying things that you shouldn't be. Perhaps you're being a bit too harsh. So this is the shadow side that Spirit wants to expose in you. It's time to stop treating people indifferently. It's time to stop looking at people in a suspecting kind of way, like this person wants to treat me badly. Or maybe the reason why you're treating these people badly is because you feel that they'll do the same thing to you, but that's not true. The universe is just responding to what you're putting out. So if you're putting out hate, if you're speaking badly of people, if you're focusing on faults instead of goodness, you're going to get that back, right? That is what you're bringing into your life. That is the karma that's coming to you, right? So in order for you, if you are someone who's looking for this love, right? If you're looking for, from what I'm seeing here, this energy of like the Prince of Wands, maybe a partner, you know, for those of you that are looking for a future partner, a future spouse, maybe even a future husband, because, you know, this person does come to us in the in male form. In order for you to attract this, you must start giving more love. You must start just acting in a way where you're more giving and you're more forgiving and you're more charitable with your time and your efforts. It doesn't take a big effort to be nice to the people around you. And you know who these people are, the people that are always there for you, the people that always want to help and assist in whatever they can. And if you're treating these people badly, you're going to receive that in return. All right. That is kind of like what you're manifesting in this life. That's your work. That's a part of your great creation. That's a part of your great opus. You know, you are pretty much right now, for some of you, you know, you're acting in accordance with darkness. And darkness is, you know, a lot of people, they think, well, oh my, you know, darkness is something so much more. It's physically hurting someone. It's actually doing something terrible. It's killing someone. It's, you know, so you always take it to the extreme, but really you can be an agent of darkness, and just by simply saying some very mean stuff to someone, right? Or just making fun of someone, right? And we're all guilty of this. I'm not saying that this is something that, you know, unfortunately, it's we're all guilty of this. Everyone, at some point, we get upset. Some people come and they test us. They push our buttons, right? And we act out. You know, we want to exert strength. We want to exert authority over that person. And maybe we want to just be a little more harsh, right? But Spirit is telling you to change that energy, change it around. And if you can, you're going to obtain exactly what you want. So, for some of you, there's been some blockages. For some of you, you are in this Eight of Swords energy, very restricted kind of energy, right? You're just kind of tied. You don't know why. Maybe you feel blind. You don't have any direction. You feel like things aren't going to be okay. You feel like, okay, why am I going through this energy, right? Why am I tied up? And why? If I have all these swords here in my disposal, why am I tied up? And why can't I see anything? Or why is there this blockage in my life? Why can't I move forward? Why can't I be prosperous? Spirit is telling you that in order to be prosperous, you have to come from a place of healing and love and care. If you have to ignore someone, it's important for you to ignore that person. Sometimes people will test you, okay? There are other agents of darkness out there that want to come and want to push your buttons and treat you badly. And so, you kind of learn from them, and then you go back and you start throwing punches and you start being maybe a bit insidious, right? Because you want to top their evil. You want to top their bad words, and you want to hurt them just as badly as they hurt you. And true strength comes from knowing that, a lot of people, what they do is that they project that darkness on you, even though they themselves, maybe they themselves are going through a situation, maybe they themselves have been triggered because of something, and so they project that darkness, they throw that darkness out your way, and it really has nothing to do with you. It's just that person's situation. And it's important to understand that, to really understand that. And when you act and when you speak and act from a place of peace, speak and act from a place of healing, and you will receive your blessings, okay? You will receive your wheel of fortune. Your wheel of fortune is going to turn. It is going to shift if you're able to adapt that mindset, if you're able to come from a place of love, not from a place of darkness, all right? You will get this, right? So a lot of you, I feel that some of you, one of the things that you mostly want is a fruitful partnership with someone. You want this Lover's card, right? You want a beautiful relationship. You want that relationship to be blessed by Spirit. The Lover's card has a representation of Spirit right there, all right? Spirit is seeing it. Spirit is blessing it. So it's almost like if Spirit with this angel, Elamaya, it's like Spirit is here to tell you, listen, it's very hard. It's almost impossible in the physical world for me to be able to bless you and give you what you want if you yourself aren't acting that out. If you yourself aren't being a blessing to other people. If you yourself aren't giving love to other people. If you yourself aren't connecting with other people in a positive way, in a healing kind of way, then how can you be blessed? You can't. There's laws, there's restrictions, there's walls. There's the mundane, right? And Spirit can move in the mundane, but it's very difficult for you to receive that blessing and for you to receive exactly what it is that you are demanding, or not demanding, but asking for, if you're not able to adapt that same energy. So it's important for you to analyze, ask yourself these questions. Where am I being harsh? With who am I being harsh? What do I need to change? How do I need to change it? There's, very, very important questions that you must ask yourself over and over again so that you can truly be able to find the answer. And, once you are able to find that answer and you can walk in accordance with this message, then you're going to feel free and you're going to start receiving exactly what it is that is owed to you. I mean, I feel that a lot of you, you're blocked, you feel like things aren't working out. Maybe you grew tired, maybe you're like, oh, what's the point? Life is kind of beating me down. I feel nihilistic. I feel like I'm not going to be able to move forward. I feel like I have no direction. And sometimes it's just, altering your behavior in some ways. And it will bring you peace and it will bring you prosperity in the end, emotionally, mentally, in every way. All right. So let's throw some oracle cards. Let's see what other messages Spirit has for you. We're going to start with the Whispering Woods Tarot. Let's see what the Whispering Woods has for us. Grounded. Keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. Wow. So keep to your roots and stand taller than the trees. So it kind of answers not answers, but it gives us a little more information of what Spirit would like for you to be, right? Spirit wants you to be taller than the trees. So if you are met with opposition, if you are met with chaos, if you are met with insults, if you are met with an energy of like, you're not capable, you're not able, you're a terrible person, or just whatever, like, I disagree with you, I don't like you, then you need to be a bigger person. You need to be taller than that person. So Spirit would like for you to just kind of turn the other way, ignore that kind of behavior, and you're going to start truly experiencing an energy of complete transformation in your life. So just ignore the darkness and ignore the people that want to do you harm, that are speaking badly behind your back. If you have to cut off certain energies, go ahead and do it. It's important for your mental state. It's just important for you in general to do this at this moment. Okay? So let's go ahead and throw another card. That one was from the Whispering Woods. This is from the Making Magic Oracle deck. So we are going to shuffle, and we're going to see what messages Spirit wants to share with you. Fairy magic. Okay, look at this. Fairy magic. Respectfully work with the fairies and elementals to achieve your goals. What beautiful, interesting. So there's various message here. A lot of people I know, they believe in fairy lore. So that card is perfect for you. I mean, if you believe in fairy lore and if you actually do some kind of work with fairy magic, then beautiful. But ultimately, for the majority of people, what that card is telling you is Spirit wants you to connect. Spirit wants you to connect with Spirit. Spirit is telling you, look, pray to me, ask me, communicate with me. When you are down, when you're feeling upset, when there's chaotic energies around you, just release everything and talk to me. Let me know exactly what it is that I can do to help you. Pray, communicate. One of the things that I feel very strongly that people should start doing when it comes to connecting with Spirit is just treat Spirit like a parent. Like you're a child, Spirit is a parent, and just talk to Spirit. Let them know everything that you want to tell Spirit, how your day is going, even the smallest thing. It's very therapeutic in order for you to do that. And then in the process, also pray. It's like, remember, you're a child and you're speaking to a parent, a loving parent will never turn their child away. And that is the energy that Spirit is pretty much, putting out into the world. So it's important for you to connect with Spirit. It's important for you to talk to Spirit. Also, the fact that it's saying here to work with elementals to achieve your goals. I feel that maybe there's a lot of witches that watch pick-a cards. And I feel that maybe witches have certain traditions and there's certain things and rituals that take place. So Spirit is telling you, in order for you to stay kind of grounded, in order for you to grow, in order for you to communicate with me meaning Spirit, go ahead and start really practicing what it is that that you can do. So, again, rituals, any traditions that you hold dear, start being in tune with the cycles, anything that works for you that just gets you more connected to the here and now. And it's going to open the door to Spirit just a little more. But prayer and talking, all of that is very important. Spirit would like for you to worry about that very deeply. All right, so let's go ahead, now that we are on this topic of fairy magic and fairy lore, let's talk a little bit about the fairies, right? We're going to throw a card from the Fairy Oracle, the wild wisdom of the Fairy Oracle. That's what this deck is called. So we are going to shuffle and we're going to throw one card. Okay, so again, Spirit is bringing us back to the main message, and the main message is communication, right? So you've got here Goldsmith Princess, communication, relationship, work to be done. So there's work to be done in your relationship. There's definitely work to be done. Number one, there's work to be done in your relationship with Spirit. Spirit is kind of calling you back. It's like, where have you been? We used to do all these great things together. What's wrong with you? So, for some of you, Spirit is asking you, hey, look, I want to bless you. I want to be in your life. I want to be a part of your life. Please talk to me, right? Connect with me. Do what you normally do. Go back to your roots. Go back to your traditions. Go back to your rituals. Start doing what you knew and what made you feel complete and whole. Start going through your process again. And I think that one of the reasons why why your relationships are getting a bit dark, and why maybe there's a little bit of like, there's this like dark energy when it comes to other people. It might be that you don't trust, maybe you feel like people are zapping your energy, or you feel a bit invaded by other people, right? So there's an energy here of like rejection. You're rejecting people. It's not good for you to reject people. It's not good because ultimately you're kind of rejecting an aspect of yourself. You're rejecting something deeper in you. This is a shadow that needs to be dealt with. So go back to your rituals. Go back to Spirit. Talk to Spirit. Tell Spirit what you're thinking, what you truly want, what you expect. Invite Spirit into your life a little more, and you're going to start seeing results. Okay, you're going to start seeing things change and shift for you. You have here the card of the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, fortune will start coming into your life, and it doesn't have to be money, right? When I say fortune, I just mean happiness. Really, everything in this world, I think, when it comes to obtaining what we want, can just be boiled down or simplified to happiness and joy. Right? If we have happiness and we have joy, that's beautiful. That's bountiful. Happiness looks very different for many people, but ultimately, it starts with your relationship. It starts with the relationship with you, Spirit, and it goes out to relationships with other people. So keep that in mind. Let's go ahead and keep it going. We'll throw another card from the Whispers of Love. So let's see what the Whispers of Love has for us here. Speak the language of love. Again, we're coming back to this message. This is a very, very strong message that Spirit wants for you to adapt. Speak the language of love. Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Boy, that sums up exactly what we saw in the tarot, right? Loving words have the power to change lives, including your own. Speak the language of love. So, yeah, I feel like a broken record now at this point. This is really exactly what Spirit wants for you to adapt. An energy of love, an energy of care, an energy of friendship, an energy of like, I can trust again, I can love again. I can be a part of this relationship again with whoever that may be. Maybe you're neglecting someone, and I do feel very strongly that someone in your life is being neglected. Someone. Group number one. Perhaps you feel like maybe you've grown out of this relationship. Maybe some of you have just, you've gotten a new job, or you're in a new class, you're in a new school. So it's like, you want to start anew, you want to start fresh. Maybe the energies of that other person you feel are like beneath you. So, avoid that energy of like superiority. Sometimes we feel like we are better than other people, and we become very self-absorbed. Avoid all of that, right? Open yourself up to the beauty of life, to the beauty of other people, the beauty of just the learning from someone else, learning their stories. It can really change someone's life. Sometimes people are down. Life is difficult. Waking up every morning, living it, experiencing it, life is extremely and utterly difficult. And it's important to have that connection, that human connection. Sometimes, we get a little too comfortable in our own shell, and we start thinking only about ourselves and ourselves only, and we forget about other people and their energies and what they're going through. And, sometimes we tell ourselves, well, no one cares about me. Why should I care about them? And I feel like that energy is just, getting even worse and worse as the years go by. We have lost sight of our brothers and sisters. We've lost sight of the people around us. We've lost sight of our neighbors. We don't even know. Some of us don't even know who our neighbors are, because we all have this energy of just, it's me and my family, and forget about you and forget about everything else, right? We can't trust you, right? We can't be with you. We can't do anything with you. It's like we don't trust you. And I feel that for some reason, I just have this like feeling that the movies that we're watching, the TV series that we're watching, they're not bringing us together. They're dividing us. They're putting fear in our hearts. It's putting this energy of like chaos and this energy of like, I can't trust you. I can't be around you. And we don't even know where it's coming from. We wake up and we say, well, it's the news. It's just the way it is. Life is this way. But, where are we learning these things from? Like, why are we becoming more detached from each other? Why is it that neighbors don't talk to each other? We don't even know who we have around us. We don't want to know who we have around us. Why is it that we become this way? Could it be that maybe now everyone's online and maybe that's a safe space where we can communicate and share? Could it be that? But even then, we've become kind of cyber bullies, right? We're looking to other people to maybe criticize, or perhaps we'll be happy at one point with someone and then they'll put something else that we get triggered, and then we start just being a bit insidious and evil, and we start attacking people from a place of like hate for some reason. So it's important to examine why these energies have taken root in us. What are we watching? What are we putting into our brains that would make us less likely to actually communicate with someone and learn their stories, right? Let's go ahead and throw more cards. We are going to throw an Avalon card. So let's see. This is from the Mists of Avalon. And we're just going to ask, what are the energies? What are the energies that Spirit would like you to adapt? Or let's see what Spirit decides to share with us with these cards. Oh, wow. All right. So look at this. You've got Merlin. This is my favorite. This is like the Magician of the Avalon Oracle deck, right? Merlin. You've got Equilibrium, Perception, Magic, Alchemy. Beautiful. So, and it's it's in the section with the Fairy Magic. And what I feel that this card is essentially telling you is that you've gone away from what the energies of the world. And it's time to start reconnecting with it. There is magic in other people. There is a sense of balance when you connect with other people. We aren't made to just be alone all the time. So it's important for you to start, attracting the right energies to you. Also, this is going to help you manifest true prosperity in your life. Just like Merlin, you're going to be able to just see things that you couldn't see before, and it will help your perception. It'll help your intuition. It'll help you see right from wrong. We can't be ignorant either. There's a lot of darkness in the world, yes, but how do we know? How can we identify that darkness? How can we grow more and truly know what's good and what's bad? You have to experience things, right? You have to see things. You have to be able to just feel things and listen. And ultimately, that will help your perception. It'll help your equilibrium, and it'll just help you understand an aspect of the world and yourself that you didn't before. So it's important to start communicating. It's important to open yourself up to other energies and give messages of healing, messages of prosperity to the world, inspiring people to be better versions of themselves. And the reward from this is blessings. You're going to start receiving that right back. All right. You won't have to strive as much for it. You won't feel blocked like this Eight of Swords energy here, where you're kind of like blocked and you feel like nothing will ever be the same again. This is a pretty, infinite energy here. It's like you're completely tied up, you're bound, and you can't see what's in front of you. So that energy, how to get rid of that energy? That's kind of the question that we need to ask ourselves. How do we get rid of that energy? And Spirit is offering the solution here. All right, so let's continue. We're going to throw a card from the Elemental Oracle. And let's see what your elemental is. Let's take a look and see what is your elemental. Desert. Wow. Desert. So you've got here the energy of desert, solitariness. So, there is definitely an energy here of you being alone, being alone and not wanting to communicate with people, not wanting to share with people. It's like, this is your happy space, right? This is like the energy of you being just very introverted. just enjoying yourself with the little few things that you have around you, the little life. Maybe you have a pet and you're okay with your pet. You love your pet and your pet loves you, and it's cute and it's beautiful. But the thing that you're missing is that, yeah, you are beautiful, right? Like, you see this card, it's beautiful. Like, this lady is just, everything is gorgeous around. And there's this energy of like, there's an energy of like innocence here, right, with her. But she's in a desert. It's a desolate place. There's nothing around. And nothing will grow in that desert, unfortunately. It's just, that desert equals death. So, it's going to be very hard for her to find anything in that desert. So Spirit is telling you to take a different approach when it comes to relationships, when it comes to healing, when it comes to being something more. Be more giving of yourself. Be more available. Be more present. And people will be more available for you, and people will be more present for you. Don't become detached. All right. Don't be the person that sits alone in a desert, because that is what you'll get. Just desert, 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 and an exhausting heat that will cripple you. Okay? It's kind of the energies that I'm seeing here. So let's take a look and see what we get from the Oracle of the Unicorn. All right, we're going to throw an Oracle of the Unicorn card. Matter of fact, we're going to throw two. Let's see what messages we get. Spirit, talk to us through these unicorn cards. Delight. Okay, so you've got delight. Count your blessings and enjoy life. Take pleasure in simple things. Always expect the best. All right. So yeah, let's plain and simple, right? Count your blessings and enjoy your life. Have fun with it. Have fun with people around you. Enjoy the simple things and always expect the best. So an energy of always, wanting the best and truly just calling it to you. That's the energies here. Let's throw one more unicorn card. Passion. Okay, so you've got now here passion from Spirit. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Passion. Right, it's time. It's time to come out of the shell. It's time to come out of that solitary confinement. For those of you that are unfortunately, still in that energy of like, I'm just gonna stay here in my room, not partake in anything. I'm okay by myself and my pet. That's it. Right. So it's time to come out. It's time to be something more. It's time to communicate. If you have to do it through your social media first, if you want to start there, go ahead and do it. If you're in school, start speaking to people who you intuitively perceive to be gentle spirits, gentle souls. Listen to their stories. That is important. For those of you that still have your parents, call them more. Communicate with them more. Give them more. I know that sometimes it can be pretty hard if you're in a toxic environment, toxic parents. I get that. Just try, and approach it from a place of strength, and this will ignite something beautiful in you. So let's go ahead and reveal your key. Now, this key, we spoke about it at the very beginning, but this is a very important key, group number one. And the reason why is because this key is going to unlock a very important door in your life. So where you're going next, right? Where are you going next? What's going to happen? What are the energies that are surrounding you at this time? And how can you get past any kind of limitation? This key is going to help you figure that out. Okay, this is a message directly from Spirit to you. This is a message from your spirit guides to you. So what spirit guide is here with us today? Oh, wow. You've got intuition. Intuition has paying you a visit, group number one. And intuition has come to remind you that still voice within that connects you to all of life. Your intuition is one of your greatest gifts. Trust it. We live in a world that is obsessed with reason. There is so much emphasis on exploring and conquering the mind. But you have the ability to experience true knowing. You can perceive something even before it can be seen, heard, or touched, or tasted. It is time to embrace your primal instincts and to stop relying on theories and methods. I am not suggesting you discard your intellect or your tools, only that you allow them to serve your intuition. As you learn this art, you will find that old fears melt away, relationships soften, and things go more smoothly. Trust the delicate hairs on the back of your neck. Listen carefully. Very interesting. Right? So that is the message from your spirit guide and from spirit. So that is it, group number 1. That is your reading. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please don't forget to subscribe. I have many more pick a card videos coming soon. So subscribe for those pick a cards. Give me a like. That helps a lot. And don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, seekers. I have an Etsy shop where I'm offering private readings to you seekers. Those private readings are at this moment below market value. I like to keep it that way. I'm able to work with more seekers that way. And a lot of you have said that you like those prices. So I'm going to keep them there for now. The demand has been great, and I'm very happy for that. The quality will always be there with these readings. Check out my reviews. You'll be able to see the feedback that I'm getting. So far, the feedback has been phenomenal. I've got a 5-star rating in that Etsy shop. So I'm very happy about that. It's been a blessing with working for all of you seekers, for all the people that have, placed reviews, placed your orders, for all the people that have made donations to that shop and this channel. Thank you. It delights me to help you. It really does. I'm very, very passionate about it. Doing private readings is always very good because it's a tailored message that's directly for you and your energies alone. It's not, a general reading. So I invite you to go to the Etsy shop. The link is going to be down below, and place your private readings today. Thank you, group number 1. Thank you, seekers. Also, let me know if you have any ideas for pick a cards. I want to know pick a card ideas. Write them down below. Let me know what you thought about this reading. What you thought about this urgent message from Spirit. I don't typically do a lot of these, as you seekers probably know. I love doing love readings. And I know that that's mainly what you seekers want to see. You want to know about love. You want to know about marriage. You want to know about what's coming next. You want to know about your soulmate. So those are typically the type of pick a card readings that I focus on, because it's what the majority would like to see. But I felt very deeply to do this, and I want to know what you guys thought. I want to know if you liked it. I want to know if you have any other ideas for this. So let me know. Let me know in the comments section below. Make sure you put hashtag pick a card so that I can find you a little easier. All right. Thank you, group number 1, and bye-bye. Welcome, group number 2. Welcome. All right, let's get started. So let me make an adjustment here. There we go. All right, so group number 2. In front of you, you have a card from the Karma Angels deck. All right, this is an Oracle deck, and we are trying to pretty much, find out what message Spirit has for you. This is an urgent message from Spirit to you, group number 2. So let's find out what that is. You have Nathaniel. Wow. Interesting card. A very powerful card, Nathaniel. This is the card of vengeance and vitriol. Right? This is the gift of God. This is a card that talks about sudden change, wiping the slate clean, just bringing a new vision. It's a fiery presence that pulls us into place, no matter what we think about it. This card also shows that we are connected at this time to people, situations, and that together we can grow together, we can expand together. And you need people at this time to grow, to expand. It's important for you to have a connection with the people around you. And the challenge here is knowing when to work with those other people, right? That's the challenge. And the lesson is that you sometimes need more than you can bring with Nathaniel. This card, immediately I'm seeing this energy from Spirit of, listen, it's time for collaboration. It's time for togetherness. It's time to come together and form something new, something great, something dynamic. Just pretty much be able to work together in a way where it'll transform your life. And sometimes you feel like, well, I don't need people. I don't need to do this. I don't need to do that. If you're a business owner, I don't need to hire these people. If you're in school, I don't need a study group. I don't need anything. I can do this by myself. I am powerful. I'm capable. I can do it. And what this card is telling you is that, well, sometimes it's best to work with other people. Sometimes it's best to collaborate with other people. The challenge is knowing when, right? Sometimes, you want to avoid certain energies from entering your space, because those energies can be a bit, in some ways they can be crippling. They can be, just in other ways, they can just be an energy of like, listen, I don't want you around, or maybe even like sociopathic or psychopathic, or there's a sense of like wanting the right people around, right? And that's the challenge with this card. And I feel that with this being a message from Spirit, you are going to intuitively be able to find the right people that are going to help you excel in whatever project you have, whether it be in business, whether it be just in having friends or romance. You will be able to find the right person. Now let's see what else we can pick up from the cards. We're gonna throw some Star Tarot. I'm gonna shuffle first. Okay. All right. Interesting. This group is very tied to group 1. So if you guys felt any draw to look at group number 1, I would invite you to go and watch it, because there's definitely a clue here. All right, so let's go ahead and talk. What is coming is an energy of justice, an energy of connecting physically with people. You have here the Justice card. You also have the Devil. This is what Spirit is telling you that is coming for you, group number 2, in your life. And we have Nathaniel right in the middle of it, pretty much telling you to, hey, you're going to need people, right? You're going to need the ability to work together with people, collaborate accordingly. Just be happy with these people, and things will work out for you. So very much there is an energy here of people, communication, togetherness. There's an energy here of like, be careful with the energies that you have around you. Look for people that are just. You look for people that are fair as well. So let's kind of break each card down. So you've got the Justice card here. And this Justice card, it's the card of doing things correctly, right? It's the card of just balancing out the karma in this world. What you give is what you get, and what you take is what's taken from you as well. So you've got the Tree of Life growing behind her. You have a sense of communication, and you also have a sense of prosperity. But there is also a very strong sense here that if you do what's wrong in this time, then the Justice card will cut you down. You see here a big sword, huge sword. And the sword is kind of a part of her as well. So there's just a strong sense here of doing the right thing at the right time. The fact that we've got Nathaniel here in the middle telling you that it's time to work with the right people and connect with the right people tells me that it is time to bring people into your space, into your around you. You're into your energy. You have to be able to work with people and collaborate. So this message can be interpreted in many different ways for many different people. I feel that some of you might be working on a project and you think you can do it on your own, and the Spirit is telling you you're going to need to be able to bring other people in. But there's also a warning. It's like, make sure that you intuitively pick the right person. You don't want someone that's just there for a certain something. I do see here the Devil card. Devil card can talk about attachments, can talk about addictions, can talk about alcoholism. It can talk about sex. It can talk about these things that bind us. It talks about attachments, unhealthy attachments, right? Sometimes, those attachments come with certain people. Maybe you're attached to someone. Maybe there's someone that you need to release because you know that it's harming you, that it's making you feel very bad inside, and it's an energy that's almost like crippling you, right? And it now it's time to weigh the pros and cons, which is why, we have the Justice card here, weighing the pros and cons, seeing what's right and what is wrong, and does this relation serve me? Does this relation hurt me? Is it time to let it go, right? Is it time to cut? Also, maybe there's people that you're not talking to. There's people that want to help you. There's people that want what's best for you. There's people that really truly care about you. And you might be avoiding them because you rather choose this energy of the devil right here. You'd rather go with the people that aren't good for you. You'd rather take the abuse, and the torture and the torment that comes with being with these people who are people that don't really care about you. They're doing it just for the moment, just to have fun. It's a very physical relationship. There's really nothing there. And it's almost like if you know this, you intuitively know this and are picking up on it, but you're hoping that things change and you're just like, whatever, maybe things will be better and things will manifest and we'll be able to move and have an even deeper relationship. So some of you very much need to let go of some kind of attachment that you have with people, with a certain someone maybe. Doesn't have to be a person, but ultimately Nathaniel is the angel of victory and vitriol, and they're here. You see them here, kind of tying these people together, right? Observing them, bringing them together. So, it is time to bring the right people into your group. And it's time to let go of the people that aren't serving you well. For some of you, the message is kind of twofold. Spirit is trying to tell you that for some of you, you need more people in your life. So for some reason, I'm seeing people right now in their rooms alone, completely alone, which is why this group is so closely tied to the first, because that was the message from Spirit there. But, I see you alone. It's just loneliness. It's like a desert, and you are yourself, maybe you have a pet. That's, you think that that's all you need, right? You feel comfortable. There's a comfort with that. There's a comfort with just having that. But in a way, you're missing life. You're not experiencing life. I think that Spirit is trying to bring you together with your sisters and brothers, because we all are family. In some way, we are all connected. Every single human being on this planet is connected. We are all connected by spirit. We're all connected by this mundane world that we call Earth, and we're all working together to fulfill a task, a goal. And sometimes, we're so detached from each other. And it's only getting worse as the generation advances, as we evolve, as we move further ahead, as technology and automation just pretty much takes just a huge step forward. We are becoming less and less dependent on each other, attached, loving to each other, So there's an energy here of coming together, but make sure that when you do come together, you don't bring, by mistake, the wolf into your den. And that's the fear here, right? That's also the fear. It's like, okay, for the people that are alone, it's like, what's the gravest fear? Well, I don't want to be bothered. I don't want to have my energy drained by an energy vampire. I don't want to just give myself to someone and then risk losing them and then them not being genuine. So there's a fear, right? That fear needs to be let go. That fear is also very crippling. It's a part of that devil energy of keeping you down, keeping you in this mindset of I'm dependent on myself and my four walls and my pet. That's all I need. So there's an energy here that also needs to be let go. There's a sense of finding the balance between reaching out to people, being friends with people, connecting with certain people, letting other people go, and accepting people into your space that are actually worth having around. All right, so we're going to throw some cards. I'm going to throw the Wizard's Tarot. I'm going to throw 3 cards. And let's see what other messages. All right. So we have here the High Priestess reversed, the Queen of Swords upright, and the Ten of Wands upright. So some of you have been working very diligently on something. It could be a project you've been writing, you've been creating something. You've put a lot of effort and dedication. You are this Queen of Swords. This Queen of Swords is very intelligent, a problem solver. This Queen of Swords is someone who, when she says something, it is just that. This is the queen that observes everything, has a keen mind, understands exactly what needs to be done when that the certain something needs to get done. This person is very, very intelligent. This is you. A lot of you watching this, you are the Queen of Swords at this moment in your life. And I feel that what you're telling yourself is, I can do it on my own, right? I can prosper I don't need anybody. I can prosper on my own. And so what's happening is that your intuition is kind of not developing in any way, which is why you have the High Priestess reversed. So you are kind of dampening your intuition, because everything that you're doing it from a place of knowledge and understanding. It's like, this is the logical approach to this, right? So it's a very logical based decision. 1 + 1 = 2. All right. So it's kind of like your thought process, and you're not really intuitively feeling things out. So what Spirit wants to do is kind of reverse that way of thinking and finding the balance. We go right back to the Justice card, which is a card of balance. So it's time to start listening to your intuition more. It's time to really connect with your intuitive nature. It's time to maybe get out of your head so much and just really examine what you truly feel. What really motivates you, what's really making you move forward and act a certain way. And what do you feel about certain people? So it's time to ask a little bit more tougher questions and get out of this kind of logical way of thinking. And not only that, but the Queen of Swords is so smart, so intelligent, so prepared, so in the moment, and just so dynamic that she really truly doesn't need anyone. And that's damaging, right? It's almost like if her inability to connect and her inability to reach out to people, because she's maybe concluded that people will only hurt you, is hurting her, right? So it's important for you to reach out to people, connect with people, collaborate with people more. That's what Spirit is telling you. The High Priestess is here to remind you, hey, your intuition, you need to rely on that a little more. Not so much, your logic, or just your mind, and your keen mind. It's important for you to really check in on what you intuitively feel, because there's messages, there's things there. And Spirit is telling you, this is going to be hard work, okay? This is a seed that's being planted in your mind, but Spirit knows this is going to be hard work. It's going to drain you, which is why you have the 10 of Wands. You have a man who has worked very, very hard to acquire those diamonds, those crystals. He's now built, he's built something beautiful, but look at him. He's old. He's worked very hard. He's tired. So there's a sense here of having to work very hard and feeling a little tired and depleted. But at the end of the day, you are going to get your crown. You are going to have what it is that you desire. And I feel that for some of you, there's a great undertaking. There's a great project, a great creation that's going to come about. And it's going to come because you are going to collaborate with people. And you're going to trust people, right? And you're going to get rid of this energy here of attachment. So it's important for you to release that energy of attachment. So I would say that there's multiple messages here. It's not just one message. There's multiple ones. Number one, make sure that you are not with someone who you need to let go of. So there's an unhealthy attachment to someone. For some of you, there's an unhealthy attachment to could be drugs, could be something tangible that you're putting in your body that's not good for you. Others, it could be an unhealthy loneliness. You're just lonely and you're in your room and you're not going out and you're not socializing, just to avoid maybe the experience of life and avoiding all of the pitfalls that life has to offer. I see some of you just watching way too much television, and just looking at these series and these movies, and it's getting to the point where it's like, these stories are starting to mold you very, very powerfully. And ultimately what these stories do, what the television will do, what these movies and what these series will do is that they will isolate you. You will become more alone because you don't, there's an energy that's kind of transferred from these things that tells you you don't need anyone. All you need is this TV screen, right? It's very difficult to perceive, but that is the message. There's a fear that's being kind of programmed inside of you to not go out, to not experience, to not reach out, to not be a part of the world, to not take part in the creation of life. So, we're becoming so detached, so physical, so attached to this way of living where it's just entertainment, a little bit of work, entertainment, a little bit of work, entertainment. And so there's no connection with anyone. Like, your connection is with a robot. Your connection is with the TV screen. So there's a message there that has to do with that. It's time to get out more. It's time to connect. It's time to expand. It's time to collaborate. It's time to bring people together into your group. It's time to awaken your intuition. One of the things that you're kind of dampening is your intuition. The only way to truly know, the only way to really just develop this is to go out into the world. Okay? Now, this could be just a simple experience where you are, in a cinema or, and I know it's very hard right now, and it's probably why I felt so strongly to do this reading. But I feel that as you go out into the world, you will develop this high priestess. You will develop your intuition. There's also with the high priestess a journey that needs to be taken. Okay, you have to walk through life and you have to experience certain emotions and you have to experience some chaos and you have to experience some happiness, and it's just a balance, right? If you fall out of balance, it's going to be very difficult for you to really just accomplish what you've come to accomplish. And what I see with the Queen of Swords is that you've come to accomplish something truly great. You've come to unify people. You've come to unify the world in some very special kind of way. And it could be that you will have a following very soon. That following will listen to you. They'll follow you and care for what you do and emulate you. But you're kind of in this trap. You're emulating something else. Your eyes right now in the world are not where they need to be. It's time for you to take hold of who you are, okay? Regain yourself. Regain your intuition. Regain your understanding, all right? And just fall right back into balance. That is the message here. So there's multiple messages for multiple people, I feel, here. But please take what resonates, all right? Let's go ahead and throw some oracle cards. We're going to start with the Whispering Woods. Let's go ahead and shuffle. Kindness. All right, look at this. So kindness. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. This can come into focus. Okay. Take respite by a pond and be kind to yourself and others. Kindness. Beautiful, right? I mean, the synchronicity is just, come on. So, we're going right back to what Spirit is trying to tell us, right? Spirit is trying to tell us to go out more, to experience more, to expand, to connect with people, right? That is what the angel is coming to tell us. That angel Nathaniel, the messenger of Spirit, is coming to tell you, hey, go ahead and step outside. Go by a body of water and be kind to the people around you, meaning communicate more. Start talking a little more to these people. Reach out to these people. Just say hi. Don't feel awkward. There's always an awkwardness when you see people on the streets. Break the ice by telling them, I want to be more social, so I'm choosing to say hi to you. They're going to look at you like you're insane because they're in the same program, right? They're in that same mentality of, don't talk to me. This is weird. What are you doing? You keep your head down. You move forward. You don't say anything to me. That's not cool. That's not how we've been taught and trained, okay? That's not from this century. That's from the 1950s. You can go back there, right? So there's always going to be an awkwardness, but it's important for you to break through that. And I feel that Nathaniel, this spirit, this energy is going to lead you to the right people, the people that are going to connect with you and in a very special way offer you something. offer you the opportunity to expand. Some of you are writers, okay? Some of you are writers, and in order for you to write, in order for you to create, you have to experience. It's not only through what you see on the television screen that's going to inspire you. You have to walk it. You have to go out. You have to see things. You have to go and ride the bus a couple times and just look at the energies of the people there. Look at the old generation as they want to communicate and talk to people, but the young generation is ignoring them and they're on their phones and they don't really want to talk to them. Take inspiration from what's actually happening. Go outside of your four walls, look around, and you will see just how the world is shifting and changing. That will inspire you. You're going to be able to write a beautiful masterpiece. You're going to be able to create a beautiful masterpiece. But you have to go out and experience it on your own, okay? All right, so let's go ahead and gain some insight from the Making Magic. Let's see what your symbol is. This is your Making Magic card. Goddess, look at this. Goddess. Healing feminine energy. My goodness. Okay, so there is an energy in nature. There is an energy in people. There is an energy that's all around us everywhere. That's an energy of healing. That's an energy of just feeling completely at peace. You get this when you go to a large body of water and you just sit there and you watch and you observe the beauty of nature. Extremely therapeutic, okay? Just detach yourself from the anxiety and just the chaos that is the internet for a while, the TV for a while, and go out somewhere. Start talking to people. There's healing energies. When you talk to someone and you share something with them and they share something with you, that energy is an energy of healing. It's an energy of expansiveness. It's an energy of connection. That connection, it does something to you. It's also very therapeutic. So that is something that perhaps a lot of you have lost, and it's time to regain it. This back and forth between work and then going, and it's important for you to start expanding more, communicating more, really being present for other people, speaking to those people, communicating, and your intuition will grow. Really listen to the messages that they're trying to give you. And there's just going to be so much that will come from that. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. This is from the Fairy Oracle deck. Let's see what the fairies want to tell us. The Secret Path. Okay, you've got the Secret Path, group number 2. An irresistible pull down a distinct path. Ley lines, mystical traditions. Wow. Interesting. So the synchronicity with you is pretty amazing. It really is. So what this card is now telling you is to take the path less traveled, right? You've got this fairy here. She's looking off into this dark forest. She's scared. It's like, really? Am I going to go in there? Right? I mean, I'm looking at that and I'm like, oh my God, that's amazing. I would love to go in there. I personally don't have a fear of this. I would love to just walk into a magical, mystical, beautiful forest, but some people might be a little scary. But there is a path that Spirit wants to take you on. There is a path that you must walk. And so this is the path less traveled. This is a secret path. And Spirit is pretty much telling you that you are going to have a pull. You're going to have a desire to do this. And one thing that it's going to do for you is that it's going to activate your senses. It's going to activate you and your mind. There's definitely a very important thing that you're going to learn on this journey. And there's going to be a pull to do it. So number one, Spirit is telling you to go ahead and do it. Go ahead and take the walk. Go down the path less traveled. So that you can come out of there with some kind of knowledge or understanding that you didn't have before. And the sole warning here is the devil. Attachments, okay? Remove any attachments, any unhealthy attachments from your life need to be removed. And the fact that the devil is in a future position here tells me that there is going to be a tendency to attach yourself to something. Again, attachments can be anything that become an obsession that you can't go without doing, right? It's all you're thinking about. It's like you don't have any balance. You don't have any back and forth. You don't have that. Okay, today I'm going to do this. Today I'm going to do that. It's just that. An unhealthy attachment is not good. So the fact that this card is talking about mystical traditions, kind of tell, and then the goddess right above, healing, feminine energy. For some of you, you're in need of a healing. Okay, you're in need of something new that's going to heal you. It can be spiritual healing. It could be mental healing. It can be a healing with your body. There's a key here towards you obtaining that healing. Number 1, take respite by a pond. Number 2, healing from the goddess. And number 3, mystical traditions. So there's 3 things that you really have to take into consideration here. So some of you that are witches, I think you know what this means. I think that you perhaps partake in certain traditions and rituals that would help with the healing and will help you connect with the goddess and the healing energy of the goddess. So you're being reminded to go ahead and do that again, to take that walk, to start your journey and what is coming next by doing that, just cleansing yourself. For those of you who, you're watching this and you're like, what the heck is this guy talking about? Really analyze the last time that you felt that peace, right? When you were in nature, when did you truly feel that peace? When you were walking and roaming through a beautiful forest, if you ever were, or if you were near a body of water, was it a lake? Was it a river? Was it the ocean? Was it a park? Where were you where you felt completely and utterly in complete bliss, right? It's time to revisit that place. It's time to go there again. It's time to take the path less traveled. And with everything that is happening right now, there's a lot of fear, right? There's a lot of chaos going on. Nobody wants to go out, and Spirit is here telling you, take that path less traveled. Go out into the forest. Go out into Mother Nature. There's healing energies there that you need desperately. All right, so let's go ahead and keep throwing oracle cards. Let's take a card from the Whispers of Love. And let's go ahead and see what messages we get from it. So we've got love makes the difference. Interesting. Love helps heal past hurts and provides a sense of security and self-worth. Beautiful. All right, so we're going back to one of the original messages that we had in this group, and that's connecting with people. Finding that love and that care for people. So, in that image, it's very beautiful because there's more water. There's water all over this reading. But there's more water being presented here. And what the water here is kind of telling is it's a journey. You have here this woman who's taking a journey on her little boat, and she's headed somewhere. She's connecting with the ocean. She's connecting with the animals around her. She's listening to music, connecting with the beauty of music. And somehow that energy is going to bring someone to her. So the more balanced you become, the more connected to nature you become, the more connected with your senses, the more connected with your surroundings you are, and the more you receive from just what nature has to offer you, what the goddess has to offer you, the more you connect with your traditions, you are going to receive more. So it's like if you're opening yourself up to Spirit, you're opening yourself up to the mystical, magical power of Spirit. And Spirit is here to pretty much tell you, look, I want to have a communion with you. I want to walk right alongside you. I want for you to be with me. I want to be with you. And one of the ways that you're going to find that, one of the ways that we are going to connect more powerfully is for you to step out of your shell. Step out of your dark room. Step out of the place that you're in. You can find my presence, meaning Spirit, in the faces of other people, in their hands. You can find the help of Spirit and the energy of manifestation that Spirit offers in the hands of other people. People are here to help. The problem is just believing that that person is going to help you. The other day I was just going through Netflix, and man, every series that's being released now, every single TV show, every single movie. Honestly, if you watch all this, it'll just make you just stay in your house. Why would you want to go out, right? You kind of get this image that everything is terror, everything is terrible, everything is horrible, and then you turn on the news, and the news is telling you, yeah, everything is terrible, everything is horrible. Yep, yep. So there's an energy of just staying where you are, be in fear, and somehow you're going to be okay. But you have to do this, right? And Spirit is kind of telling you you're not going to be okay if you keep doing this. This is an energy that's extremely crippling. This is an energy of disconnection. You're being isolated. You're being divided from your fellow men. There's no connection anymore. You're being divided from your brothers and sisters. There's no connection anymore. No one wants you around. You don't want anyone around. This energy is an energy that will continue. It will move forward. It will cripple you. Because once you invite it in, it's going to be very hard to get rid of it. It's going to be very hard for you to go back to how things were. So it's important for you to understand what's happening. When did you grow, or how are you growing so disconnected from life and from the goddess and from the beauty of people and the beauty of what they have to offer you? This all it's really crippling, and it's going to affect you, the person watching this, very badly. So it's important for you to now come right back into balance, right? Go back into the Justice card. Find that balance, and you will find it, which is why these cards are in a future position. Love. Find that love in people. All right, so let's go ahead and throw another oracle card. This is from the Mists of Avalon. Let's see what information we get from these cards. Rhiannon, look at this. Okay. Rhiannon, this is the card of integrity. This is the card of endurance, perseverance, focus. Interesting. So, this card is pretty much telling you what Spirit wants to communicate to you with this card is that it is going to require for you to do things that are going to make you uncomfortable. So maybe right now you're thinking, okay, what the heck am I going to do? I'm not going to go out there. There's a virus out there, right? You have to start small. You have to start however which way you can. You have to examine, what it is that you're doing that has changed you. So, when did this start, right? It started at the beginning of last year, where everything just kind of came to a point where we really aren't communicating with each other or feeling each other's touch anymore. It's like we don't even want to be around people. So when did this start? How were you before that? Examine how the media and how things that you are putting in your mind are shifting you, how you're changing, how you're transforming. How are you becoming less connected to life? How are you becoming less connected to the healing energies of the goddess? How are you becoming less connected to people? So it's important for you to examine this, and that's going to take incredible focus, which is why that's one of the key words attached to this card. That is going to require endurance, all right? It's going to be hard for you to really think about this and constantly be trying to figure it out. It's much easier to say, well, the world's going crap. Everyone's got kind of diseased. There's fear. Our political differences are too much to the point that I don't even want to connect with anyone. Everyone's crazy. I'm just gonna do me. I got I got the people I care about most here. Maybe I've got my dog. I've got my cat. That's all I need in my life, right? So it's very easy to just say that and just kind of throw everything out the door. It's easy to become less connected. It's hard to build a connection. It's very difficult. And you're being asked to do it. You're being asked to take that step because there is going to be, again, I want to remind you, this is going to benefit you in your career. It's going to benefit you in your love life. It's going to benefit you in your social life. It's going to benefit you in your connection with spirit. everything. This is something that you need to balance your life, to find that balance internally, externally, right? So that's what this card is talking about. Let's go ahead and throw another card. Let's find out what's your elemental. What's your elemental card? This is from the Elemental Oracle deck. What is your elemental? Cave, protection. That thing looks like the coronavirus. That is hilarious. So, protection, cave. So, it's time for you to start asking yourself, how have you become so, for the sake of protection and for the sake of you just not wanting to go out and connect, how are you lesser than? How has this impacted you, right? Where are you overprotecting? And why? Where's this fear, And is this fear all based on the virus? Is this fear all based on what is happening in the world right now? How have you let the media, put you into this cave, and how has this energy been so pervasive in your life? So it's time to start asking those questions, right? And why do you have that fear? And how is that fear turning into a very bad energy in your life? All right. So let's go ahead and see what else Spirit wants you to know. We're going to throw a card from the Unicorns, Oracle of the Unicorns. Strength. So this is a challenge, all right? What Spirit understands, listen, this is a challenge, okay? It's going to require perseverance and endurance, right? Spirit already gave us that those key words. So this is a challenge to get out of that protective cave and remain protected. So what you're going to need is strength. And this challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Spirit is telling you, hey, you will be fine. All right? This protective energy right here, you are protected. Don't you worry. So it's funny that this looks like the coronavirus, right? And it's pretty much now telling you, listen, you are protected. That's what the second card is. What the strength card is telling you is that you will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts, right? This will make you stronger. So, and then we've got this card right before. It's telling you that, hey, you will be protected. What are you going to be protected from? Whatever monsters are out there to get you. And right now, the monster that's out there to get you apparently is the virus, because that's exactly what this card looks like. But it's more than that, right? It's an energy of disconnection that's going on, that's become prevalent. There's an energy of fearfulness that might have gripped you. And it's time to let go of that. It's time to release it. It's not serving you. All right. So now we are going to find your key. So before we even did this reading, I shuffled randomly and I put a card down on the board. Not on the board, but I put it aside. And we're going to unveil it now. This is your key. This is a very important key from your spirit guides. Okay, your spirit guides are working together with Spirit here, and they want to help you find something in your life. So we're going to see just how synchronistic that this message is. I don't know what card this is, but it is a very important one. I feel it very strongly. It's going to be a key that's going to help you unlock a very important door for you to be able to move forward in your life and do what you've been pretty much told to do here. So let's see. Wow, dude. Oh, no way. Non-attachment. Are you kidding me? Okay. So, this is your whole reading is so synchronized. Every single card builds on the last card. And now this is the culmination. Unbelievable. Okay. So, look into the eyes of your spirit guide. Your spirit guide brings you the gift of non-attachment. I'm here to remind you that everything in life must come to an end so that something new can be reborn. It is time to surrender to your life and accept your death. This does not mean you stop desiring, caring, or feeling. In fact, I want you to feel and breathe even more intensely than you ever have. Nor does this mean that you can't hold expectations. Just hold them lightly, without attachment. Trust the intelligence of your life with its ebbs and flows, joys and pains. Even the most sorrowful states can be enjoyed if you can let your attachments fall away. Remember, you are an unfolding tale, its author and reader, all at once. Never miss an opportunity to celebrate your magnificent self and life. Wow. Whew. Yep. Group number 2. That is awesome. All right. That is an awesome energy. Awesome message from your spirit guide. Wow. All right. So that brings us to the very end of your reading. I want to thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. Please give me a like. That helps a lot. And also don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, Seekers. I will be creating, many more items, or just, updating the shop with more items. But most importantly, I have private readings that I'm offering there. And those private readings are right now below market value. The quality on those readings are truly phenomenal. You can ask as many questions as you like. I don't put a limit on questions. Prices are extremely good. I've been thinking of increasing them, but a lot of you have said that you like those prices, so I'm going to leave it that way. It gives me the opportunity of working with a lot more people. And I like that. I really do. And so far, my rating on Etsy is 5 stars, and I'm very proud of that. The feedback has been phenomenal. So I want to thank you, Seekers, for the ones that have placed your private readings. Thank you. Thank you for your donations. If you have not placed a private reading yet, go ahead and do it. I love doing pick-a-cards. They're fun, but it's a general message more often than not. And, even in this reading, there's multiple messages. So, you have to now find the one that resonates. And that's fine. I mean, that works perfectly well. But if you can afford a private reading, it's always best because the message is tailored to you. It's tailored to your energy. That's why private readings are so important and just so much better than this. But ultimately, please let me know if there's anything I can do for you. If there's maybe any questions that you have. I know that some of you aren't familiar with Etsy or don't like the platform. I find it to be very secure. That's why I use Etsy. There's definitely, I like the software and everything. So, if there's anything that you don't like about it, let me know. Some of you have reached out and told me that you don't like Etsy and that you like to go a different route. I understand that. Just reach out, send me an email, or just, leave a message down below and I will reach out to you personally and maybe we can do something else. But I'm looking forward to speaking with you, Seekers. Looking forward to receiving those private reading requests. Let me know if there's anything else I can do for you. Also, if you like any of the tarot decks that are here, you will find it in the shop. You're going to be able to find them in the shop, or the links to them will be down below, so that you can just reach them a little easier. So thank you once again. Don't forget to leave comments just giving ideas about pick-a cards. And if you have any pick-a card ideas, let me know. Just put hashtag pick-a-card down below. And that way I can try and, add it to the queue. And once I add it to the queue, I will make sure to provide you with a pick-a card detailing exactly what it is that you want. So thank you, group number 2. Thank you for all the love you've given me. Thank you for being a part of this family. I love you. Bye-bye. Welcome, group number 3. Welcome. All right, let's get started. So group number 3, in front of you, you have a card from the Karma Angels Oracle deck. And we are going to try and find what message Spirit has for you. Again, this is an urgent message from Spirit. So let's see what Karma Angel Spirit has sent us. Ooh, you have got number 10, Nithaya. Okay, this is the angel of solitude and serenity. Interesting. This is a poet angel. This angel brings joy and confidence into your life. It reveals hidden mysteries, and this card shows that just any secrets will be opened. These secrets will be revealed to you in the right time. This is the angel that reveals secrets. But the message here is, until that time has come to reveal the secrets, you must remain by yourself and not take hasty actions. So the challenge here is to kind of just bear that solitude. And the lesson is just the answer that is within. So essentially what this card is telling you is like, listen, something is going to be revealed to you. There's going to be a secret that will be shown to you. You will receive more insight. You will receive more information from Spirit. There's something that's very precious that is going to be shown to you very soon. But it's important for you not to take hasty action. And it's also important for you to just relax at this time and remain in solitude if necessary, and away from any kind of energies that would maybe get in the way of you receiving this message. So it's a call to solitude. It's a call to some meditation. And the funny part is that this is a complete opposite of the first two angels. The first two angels wanted the people to get out more and go out into the world. This one wants you to stay indoors, wants you to just remain calm and quiet. There's going to be something very magical that will be revealed to you very, very soon. So let's go ahead and throw some cards and see what more information we get. We're going to throw some Star Tarot. We're going to shuffle first. All right. And we're going to throw. Okay. Interesting. All right. So these two cards, as I threw them, I pretty much wanted to know, what was coming for you, group number 3. What are the energies that are perhaps going to be prevalent in the year 2021 for you? You got the 10 of Wands and the 9 of Cups. So interesting energy here. Together, they are the number 19, which breaks down to 10. It's completion, it's endings, it's the ending of something and then the beginning of something new, that number. Now, what's mostly important here is the fact that the 9 of Cups is the card of happiness. It's the card of joy. It's the card of contentment. What you see here is a beautiful woman that has gone through some struggles, some hardships, some chaos, but she's now in a place of blissful happiness. This is a person that's content. This is a person right here who is looking at the beauty of this lotus flower and saying everything's going to be just fine. The lotus flower is born out of a swamp, right? It's born out of a very horrible, nasty place, but it blossoms into this beautiful, beautiful flower. And she's kind of adoring that flower, having gone through the same process of transformation herself. Now she stands, she's got her beautiful cups here and she's adorning it. Or just, showing them off as decorations, and people are just really just enjoying that beauty. And what you have up here is the dove. That dove is a symbol of Spirit. That dove is a symbol of love from Spirit, which is why you have the heart. That's why that dove is holding that heart. You have butterflies, a symbol of complete transformation as well. Now, there is going to be a period of work that's coming for you, group number 3. So this happiness is going to lead you somewhere. This happiness right here is going to take you to a place of work and forward moving momentum. So the message from the angel is, listen, you're going to be revealed something, all right? You're going to learn a very important lesson very soon. Don't do anything hasty, relax, stay indoors, right? That's kind of like the message, what breaks, that's the breakdown of the message. Now, from that, we move on to the 9 of Cups energy, which is a woman that's indoors, happy, content with her life, what she's accomplished, what she's done. She's taken care of all of the things that she's needed to take care of. And then we move right to this Ten of Wands energy. And the Ten of Wands energy is it's an energy of like work. Okay. So here you have a representation of your spirit guide, the mother bear, looking after you, protecting you against any calamity that might befall you. And then what you have here is you turning the wheel, turning that wheel of fortune, turning that wheel of life around. Essentially, you're making things happen, right? It's in other tarot decks, the Ten of Wands is a very exhaustive kind of energy, whereas you are being kind of carried towards what's next, but it's very, very challenging, and it's almost like, my goodness, I'm so tired, I have to carry all these things, and it's a very exhaustive energy. But here in this Ten of Wands, it's not really exhausting, if not more destiny driven. It's like you are supposed to take this mantle, whatever mantle it is, whatever opportunity is coming your way. And I feel that that's essentially what will happen. This information that you're getting will unlock a door in order for you to reach this Ten of Wands energy. So it's more work. It's you being able to move forward in life and do something that maybe you are in dire need of doing and accomplishing, right? There's more that needs to come. There's more that needs to be done. And I see you here with this Ten of Wands energy doing it, getting it done, progressing, taking care of what you need to take care of, just, crossing off of that to-do list what needs to be done. But it's almost more important than that. When I see this card, I kind of see you turning the wheels of your life, and it's almost like a card of a dream being accomplished. That is what I see here. It's like your dreams are going to be met. It's like whatever you're thinking of doing, whatever you want, whatever you've been desiring, you're almost there, but you need something. You need a key. You need like a little piece to the puzzle in order to put it all together so that you can move forward, right? And with this Ten of Wands, that's what I see. That's kind of what I'm seeing here. You moving forward and obtaining that victory, and just seeing things through, and understanding that now with this new revelation and this new way of seeing things and doing things, you are going to be successful in your future endeavors. You will have success. That success will lead you towards more success and more happiness, and ultimately you're going to feel complete, and you're going to feel safe and prosperous. That's kind of the energy that I'm picking up here in this future position, and I feel very strongly that that is the message that this angel kind of has for you. But let's go ahead and see. Let's see if we can get more information as to what is coming next. We're going to throw some Wizard's Tarot. We're going to shuffle the Wizard's Tarot, and we are going to throw Okay, so you've got the Moon reversed, the Hierophant reversed, and the Ace of Cups upright. So some of you have been learning from the wrong person, or you've been reading the wrong things. Maybe you have convinced yourself of something that isn't right. So the Moon reversed is the card of illusions, right? It's lies that we tell ourselves. It's you kind of convincing yourself that this person is nice, this person is very good. Or, convincing yourself of, well, this is how life is, right? This is how things are always were. This is how they are. And I know this because I learned it from this source. And, well, that source is incorrect, which is why you have the Hierophant here reversed. And in the Wizard's Tarot, the Hierophant comes to us as a professor. He's kind of teaching the class. He's taking this expansive, glorious energy that is spirit, and he's kind of like putting it into a mathematical equation, right? If you can do that, if you can fathom that. But that is what the Hierophant is essentially. The Hierophant is the card of taking the glorious energy of spirit, God, and then just simplifying it to the point where it's understandable, to people. It's the structure of spirit, okay? It's the explanation of it. It's the understanding of it it's the spirit made mundane, made physical. And so in this representation, what you have right now in this moment is an illusion or something that isn't working and that is outdated potentially, or that's just plain wrong, that you think you being led by someone, maybe as someone of authority, someone who is maybe intelligent or seems intelligent, but they don't really know exactly what they're saying. Perhaps they're just kind of like, guiding you towards something, and it's just not 100% correct. So there's an energy here of like, be very careful with this, and you are going to gain understanding of what this is, which will ultimately lead you to the Ace of Cups. And the Ace of Cups is just an energy of newness, right? Starting anew, being refreshed by this new energy, this new perspective in life, this new understanding, this beautiful, wondrous energy of just love and care, and really it's emotional stability that stems from newness, and we have a lotus flower here. So we've got lotus flower symbolism just populating, right? It's lotus flower again. It's born out of the mud. It's born out of a swamp, very horrible place, and it comes up into this beautiful, beautiful, blossoms into this beautiful flower. And that's essentially where we're at, right? We have to go through so much darkness and chaos sometimes to reach our fullest potential. So it's okay that maybe you have some kind of idea or illusion that has been given to you by maybe a teacher that was incorrect. And now it's like maybe you're walking through life with this understanding that's wrong and kind of twisted. Spirit is here to tell you, listen, I'm sending my angels to reveal to you what is the right method so that you can not be led astray, so that you can fully understand what the energy of spirit is and what life is, and ultimately so that you can take control of your life, so that you can start shifting that wheel forward and you can actually have success in your future endeavors, your current endeavors, whatever it is that you want to do in your life, you can have success at it. All right, so we're going to throw more cards. This is from the Whispering Woods Oracle deck. So we are going to shuffle. Let's see here. Surprises. Okay, so we have got surprises. The card reads, under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden. So, I'm trying to figure out what it is that Spirit wants to tell you, but none of these cards are revealing anything. There's no information here. It's like almost like if Spirit is telling you, hey, look, you will have this, but it can't come from a simple reading, okay? It can't come from a general reading on YouTube. It's going to have to come from a different place. So I feel like Spirit is now like kind of like talking it up even more. It's like now we have here surprises. Under the most ordinary stone is an undisturbed garden, right? Very poetic. And essentially what it means is that, listen, the information that you're going to get is going to come from an unexpected source. And it's going to be something that is going to really wow you, right? And it's something that you didn't even imagine it was, but it is a missing piece to your puzzle. And it will lead you towards something more. It's gonna answer a very important question that you might have, okay? And it's gonna come from the most ordinary, mundane thing that you can think of. But it's almost like, I feel like it's an experience that you're going to have to undertake. It's gonna have to come from a different place. But yeah, I really, really want to give you the answer here. Let's see. We're gonna throw more cards. So the next card that we're gonna throw is from the Making Magic Oracle deck. Let's see. Successful career. So again, more information on what you're going to acquire once you have that. Apparently, you are going to have a successful career, a happy working environment, pay raises and promotions, okay? So what this information is that you're going to get is in many ways going to help you in your professional life. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to start some kind of a following, this is the information that you need to just put everything in place so that you can start that. It could be in your job. If there's something that you need in order to unlock something truly magical, and that'll help you, that'll maybe even get you a promotion or help propel you forward towards success in your job, then boom, that is what you're going to get, right? So happy working environment, pay raises, promotions, successful career. And this is essentially you moving that wheel, getting things done, getting everything going, not feeling stuck, but just forward moving momentum, a successful kind of forward moving momentum. All right, so now we're going to throw a card from the Fairy Oracle. Let's see what information we can get from the Fairy Oracle deck. Okay, you've got touch, exchange, and connection from the Acorns of Invitation. Interesting. So look at this. The meaning here can be twofold. This can very well be talking about a new partner that's coming into your life, maybe a new friend, maybe even like some kind of like soulmate or twin flame connection where you're going to be able to really learn from this person and see things differently. It'll lead towards a very powerful, beautiful connection. But ultimately, it could very well just be that you are going to be touched by this understanding or new revelation in a very profound way. And it will lead to an exchange of information with someone, and that'll lead towards this turning of the wheel. Or it could just very, very well be telling you that, listen, this is going to come from someone. There's going to be an exchange of information that you're going to receive from someone, potentially a young man. This person is going to come. They are going to exchange information, and this is, it's going to feel truly magical. At the very least, you're going to know, like, this is it. You're going to really, really, really tap into this Ace of Cups energy. It's like, okay, now I'm complete. Now I feel happy. Emotionally, I'm good. I'm starting something new. So, interesting. Now, for some reason, I keep feeling like there might be a soulmate, maybe even a crush that perhaps, this is for some of you, likes you and maybe you like them, but they haven't told you anything. And, it kind of upsets you because you see yourself maybe being with them or not. So potentially for some of you, I felt that very deep in my heart. Maybe someone, your crush, will come to you and tell you that they like you, or someone unexpected. But now that I feel that there's a touch, there's an exchange, there's a connection, and we have the face of a young man, potentially, there's a sense of like connecting with someone that you didn't expect, that, oh, look, wow, it turns out that they like you, right? So there's definitely some of that going on. Let's throw a card from the Whispers of Love Oracle deck. Let's see what this deck has to offer. Okay, so you've got a little message from Spirit here. Okay, be in the present and dream of the future. When we dream, everything is possible. Wow. And this is a beautiful card, right? There's a lot going on here. The planets, the pyramids, beautiful water. I think you even have a representation of Atlantis there, the lost magical city. Spirit is pretty much telling you, listen, for some of you, it's going to be far more than just a secret crush, okay? There's a little bit of insight here. It's like, listen, be present, all right? Be in the present and see yourself living and experiencing something wonderful. So the fact that you've got successful career, surprises over there, now Spirit tells you, listen, don't think it's as simple as this, okay? Dream big, think big, and trust me, it's going to be big. So it's almost like Spirit, again, is talking it up. It's like, listen, whatever information you're about to receive from someone, it is going to shift your way of thinking. It'll lead you towards something new. It'll make you feel prosperous, wondrous, and it'll get you dreaming again. So you should start practicing that muscle, stretching it right now. Start really thinking big of what it can be, of where you can go and how your life would shape up if something truly dynamic were to happen in your career. What are you dreaming of? All right, that's another important question to ask yourself. This could very well also be Spirit telling you, listen, what is your dream? What do you truly dream about? What do you truly want in this world? What do you want? Okay. And perhaps the information that you're going to get is going to lead you to that dream. Again, at the very beginning, right, I told you this 10 of Wands almost feels like you fulfilling your dream. We said that at the very beginning of this reading. This feels like a dream being fulfilled, you coming and turning the wheels of that dream. And now we have an oracle card telling you, listen, dream of the future. So let's like Spirit is taking us back to the original message, dream. Okay, it doesn't have to be as simple as, oh, your crush, they're going to come out and tell you. It could be, and it could take you, that could be your dream, you having that person or having someone like that, that could be your future spouse. It could be a soulmate connection. It could be anything. But essentially what this is telling you is that the information that you're going to get from Spirit is going to answer a very important question about your dream, and it's going to move you forward in that process. It's going to get you closer to your dream and your ambitions and what you truly want. It's that big. All right, let's keep it going with the oracle card, shall we? Let's see what your Avalon card is. What is your Avalon card? Spirit, what is it? Oh, wow, look at that. You've got number 9, Chalice Hill. That is a beautiful card. Okay, I like Chalice Hill. This is a card of wellness, faith, balance, yin and yang. Now, this is also a card of connecting with Spirit, connecting with the divine. As you can see here, she's got her cup. Again, a lot of cup symbolism as well. So not only do you have the Ace of Cups and the 9 of Cups, but now you also have a chalice. We have this cup being filled by the beautiful energy of Spirit, and you're just, receiving it, right? You've got it, you're lifting it up, and you're receiving that from Spirit. So it's another confirmation of Spirit telling you, listen, you are going to receive a message from me meaning Spirit, that's going to propel you forward and help you with your dreams and ambitions. It will bring you wellness. It'll bring you balance. But, you must have faith in me meaning Spirit. So Spirit is pretty much asking you to connect with him. All right, Spirit is telling you, listen, group number 3, I need you to start praying more. I need you to just, when you envision this dream, when you envision that powerful, dynamic world of yours and how it looks, I need you to really 100% really see me in there as well. I need you to pray to me about it. I need you to ask for it. I need you to believe that it's possible. I need you to really just connect and have faith that you're walking in those times of prosperity. And I need you to start really thinking that those dreams are becoming real, that they are real, that they're here. All right. So that's kind of like what I'm getting with this card, with this Avalon card, wellness, balance, faith, yin, yang. Very, very powerful kind of energy here. All right. Let's find out what is your elemental, shall we? Let's find out your elemental. We're going to shuffle and we're going to try and figure it out. Snow. Again, we've got silence. My. All right. So the fact that we have snow, it's winter, it almost gives me the feeling here that you are in the right place at the right time. You are exactly where you need to be. So, I know that at the beginning of the reading, I told you, listen, you've got false information. You've got the Hierophant reverse, you got the Moon reverse, there's illusions, and this is wrong, right? But in actuality, you are exactly where you need to be to receive this message, to make this dream a reality. So you don't have to move or shift or do anything else additionally. You are in the right place. And even though you've got this information that might be outdated, or you've convinced yourself of something that came out of some kind of leader or guru or, some kind of teacher, right? It doesn't matter. You're going to be able to grow and get out of that. You're going to be able to expand and make your dream a reality. It doesn't matter what information you got from this person. It really doesn't. So, there's an energy here with this snow of being in the right place at the right time, doing exactly what it is that you want to do and how you want to do it. Also, there's another key word there, silence, right? And that silence can only be interpreted as exactly what this angel wants for you. This angel wants for you to remain quiet, to remain silent, to remain balanced, to remain in some way, somehow just centered in your approach. Quiet, peaceful, prosperous. Don't get in your own way. Remain still. Don't try and force anything. Don't try and create something out of nothing. So there's a sense of like silence. There's a sense of like, take your time. Don't try and bring this about. Don't try and bring this energy to you. It will come to you regardless. You don't have to do anything out of the norm. You don't have to be anything other than what you are right now. You don't have to say anything. It will come to you naturally. Okay, so just a strong sense of being exactly where you need to be. All you need to do is be silent, and this information will come to you. This new revelation will come to you. All right, so let's go ahead and continue. We are going to try and gain some understanding from the Oracle of the Unicorn. I feel like I want to throw 2 cards here. I want to throw 2. Let's see what these unicorn cards have to tell us. All right, you've got 2 very nice ones. Okay, you have got 2 very nice ones. You've got past lives, and then you've got receive. So past lives just talks about releasing your past life karma. All right, you are an old soul with deep wisdom. Healing your past lives will raise your vibration. Interesting, right? So, one of the ways that you can start is just by forgiving yourself for anything that you might have done. Forgiving anyone around you. There's different ways that you can connect with your past life. Perhaps that's something that you can really explore. But ultimately, what this card is trying to inform you of is forgive yourself, forgive the people around you, and understand that everything that has happened up until this point, it's an energy of like forward growth, prosperity, understanding, stability, and there's just a strong sense of like, listen, things that were will only grow. Things that you envisioned weren't possible will be possible, and it starts with you just understanding where you are right now. It starts with you tapping into this energy of I am prosperous and I will accomplish what I've set out to accomplish. I'm here for a reason. I've reincarnated for a reason. And it's also telling you that the energies of the past, the energies that that have hindered you, maybe some kind of like dark karmic energy that's built up, that is going to end in this lifetime. So you will experience something great. You will experience something better. It will lead you towards achieving your dream. It'll lead you towards getting what it is that you want. So obviously, that is super wonderful. That is incredible, right? Successful career, happy working environment, pay raises. Come on. Like that right there is as special as it gets. You're going to be able to expand on what you're doing in your career. But don't force it. Surprises under the most ordinary stones, right? So this is going to come naturally. You don't have to work for it. You don't have to do anything additionally for it. It will come to you naturally. So very beautiful energies here. Now, the second card is receive, right? Be open to receiving goodness. Believe you are worthy of abundance. A gift is coming to you soon, right? That is, come on. So, nothing else needs to be even said. That's just as clear as day, right? Be open to receiving this. So, I guess if we were to interpret and we were to try and find some kind of shadow there, it's the be open to receiving. So maybe some of you are too closed off to the point where, you've built these illusions so much that it's like, I don't need to learn anything else. I know what I know, and I know that this is true. I know that this is fact, right? So there's an energy here of like, listen, be open to receiving new information, right? Once you receive this new information, study, do your research, find out if it's true, find out if it's not, right? And also believe you are worthy of this abundance. So some of you perhaps are thinking like, my dream is so far-fetched. My goodness, I don't think I'm going to get it. Well, Spirit wants you to think that you can get it, right? So believe that you can achieve it. Believe that you are worthy of that abundance. And then Spirit closes it off by saying a gift is coming to you soon. So again, the very last sentence goes right back to the theme of the reading and what the angel Nithaya came to tell you, right? A gift is coming to you soon. A very important puzzle is about to be answered. So be open to receiving it. All right. We've made it to the final portion of the reading. And it's time to unlock your key. Group number 3. Bum, 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 bum. You have got a key that needs to be pretty much put into a door, and that door needs to be unlocked, right? So this is a message from your spirit guides, and spirit. This is a message from the great beyond. This is a key that they want to give you so that you can unlock a very important door in your life and move forward into what's next. So let's go ahead and find out what spirit guide is visiting you. You have got simplicity. Simplicity is visiting you today. And simplicity wants to pretty much tell you or ask you a question and give you a message. The question is, do you want to be happy? I'm here to encourage you to keep it simple and to slow it all down. You don't have to solve every problem. Find the clutter in your mind and environment and then let it all go. Notice how much more relaxed your body becomes when you release yourself from having to figure it all out. I invite you to trust that life has its own way of dissolving knots. Imagine yourself up above your life, looking down. How many of the things you fret about truly need fretting? Drop into a deeper stillness. Go for a walk, smell the flowers, listen to the breeze. And while you listen, breathe deep into your belly and remind yourself that you don't have to have it all sorted out in your head. Try accepting the moment exactly as it is and see what happens. Beneath what you think is what you truly know. Let your knowing, gentle heart lead the way towards luscious simplicity. Wow. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message from your spirit guides and from spirit to you, group number 3. Truly, truly wonderful. I love that message. So that is all I have for you, group number 3. I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I have many more Pick a Card videos coming soon, so please subscribe to the channel and support the channel with a like. That helps. Also, don't forget to visit the Etsy shop, Seekers. I have private readings that I'm offering in that Etsy shop at below market value. The prices are truly phenomenal. And I want you to take advantage of that. I want you to go to the shop. I want you to check out the reviews. So far, I've got a 5-star rating. The reviews have been truly, truly phenomenal. The feedback has been phenomenal. So the quality of these readings are there. The benefit of a private reading is that you don't have to try and, decipher or find pick a card where, the message is just for you and find what resonates and what doesn't. With the private reading, I pick up on your energy and your energy alone, and the message is tailored to you and your energy. So, if you can afford it, it's definitely the best approach. If you have any questions, I don't put a limit on questions. I let you ask as many questions as you like. It is a pre-recorded reading that I do for you, a video just like this one. So, it is truly, truly, truly a big benefit, and I love doing it. So go to the Etsy shop, check that out. You will not be disappointed. You're going to like it. All right, and then the other thing I wanted to talk to you, Seekers, about is the Pick a Card ideas, okay? If you have any ideas that you can share with me, I'd really appreciate you including those ideas in the comment section below. I want to hear from you. I want to know exactly what you guys want from me. I know that most of you love readings. That's exactly what you want to do. You want more love readings, and I aim to please. That's why I do as many love readings as I can, because I know that is what you seekers really truly want. But if there's anything else that you really want to know, or any information, any questions, whatever it is, let me know, and I will add it to my pick a card queue, and I will bring it to you, seekers, in a bow. So let me know, seekers. I want to thank you once again for being so wonderful to me. Thank you for all the blessings, and thank you for all the love, the beautiful words. I wish every single seeker a wonderful day or night wherever you are, and bye-bye.